You sit at the table, holding the newspaper, then suddenly realize the words aren't as clear as they used to be. The sunlight from the window makes you squint, and when night falls, you hesitate to go out because you're afraid you won't see clearly. Maybe you've told yourself, well, I'm getting older. Of course my eyesight isn't what it used to be. But I'm here to tell you, number, it doesn't have to be that way. I'm Dr. Gonski V, and I've worked with hundreds of patients over the age of 60, from those who are still active to those who nearly lost their vision entirely, all because they didn't have the right knowledge at the right time. And I've witnessed truly remarkable changes when people made just a few small changes to their daily diet. This video is for you, someone who wants to protect their eyes, stay independent longer, and continue seeing the world clearly for many more years. Stay until the end, because I'll be sharing 5 simple, affordable foods that can boost circulation to your eyes, provide antioxidants, and slow retinal degeneration. You'll also learn the silent mistakes many people make that worsen their vision, even with a healthy diet, and one common morning habit that could be quietly damaging your eyesight. If you care about your eye health, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. Type 1 if you've ever worried about your vision after age 60. Type 0 if you'd like me to make videos about hearing, memory, or knee joints. I'm reading every comment and listening to every one of you.
So how does age affect our eyes? Our eyes are among the most delicate and complex organs in the body. But after the age of 50, a series of silent changes begin to take place. And if not cared for properly, these changes will gradually become more noticeable. The good news? You can actively slow down this process. 1. Macular degeneration. The macula is the central part of the retina, the part that allows you to see fine details like letters, faces, and clock hands. Think of it as the central processing unit of the eye. The problem is, retinal pigments like lutein and zeaxanthin in the macula decline with age. When that happens, the eyes become more vulnerable to blue light from phones, TVs, sunlight, leading to blurry central vision, dark spots in the center of sight, difficulty reading, sewing, or driving. Important note: lutein and zeaxanthin are not produced by the body. You must get them from food. 2. Cataracts. The lens is the transparent structure right behind the iris that focuses light onto the retina. As we age, the proteins in the lens begin to clump and oxidize, making the lens cloudy, like a fogged-up window distorting everything you see. The result: daytime glare, sensitivity to bright lights, halos around lights at night, dull or faded colors. A major cause: lack of antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin E, and zinc. 3. Dry eyes. Why do your eyes feel gritty, irritated, or overly watery as you get older? Aging causes the tear glands to function less efficiently. But the problem isn't just not enough water, it's tear film instability. Healthy tears need 3 layers. An oil layer from meibomian glands to prevent evaporation. A water layer, nutrient-rich and washes away debris. A mucus layer to spread tears evenly across the cornea. After age 60, oil glands may become chronically inflamed or blocked. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency destabilizes the tear film. Hormonal changes, especially in postmenopausal women, reduce tear production. 4. Retinal microvascular damage. Your eyes are nourished by an intricate network of tiny capillaries, as delicate as a web of fine threads. But with age, and especially if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, these vessels lose elasticity, develop low-grade chronic inflammation, become blocked by atherosclerosis or microthrombi. This leads to reduced blood flow to the retina, causing intermittent or persistent blurry vision. The key: protect the blood vessel walls with anthocyanins, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin C. 5. Oxidative damage to retinal cells. Light, especially blue light and UV rays, enters the eyes every day. Without enough biological protection, Retinal cells are damaged by free radical molecules that accelerate aging and inflammation. Imagine your retina as a rare oil painting. Free radicals are like sticky, corrosive dust that erodes the color layer by layer unless you apply a protective coating. That protective layer is made up of lutein and zeaxanthin, filter harmful blue light. Vitamins C, E, and A, powerful antioxidants. Glutathione, zinc, selenium, part of the body's natural antioxidant enzyme system. You see, your eyes don't simply fade because you're old. They fade because the nutrients that protect them are quietly running out day by day. But the good news is, you don't have to look far to replenish them. These nutrients are found in everyday foods waiting for you to choose wisely.
Let me show you, starting with the first food. A leafy green vegetable so common you might have overlooked it. But it's actually a natural light filter for your retina. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, bok choy, Chinese broccoli, romaine lettuce, Swiss chard are primary sources of lutein and zeaxanthin 2, plant-based carotenoids that naturally concentrate in the macula of the retina. These nutrients play a critical role. They absorb high-energy visible light, HEV. Working like a biological optical filter, their protection mechanisms block blue light before it damages retinal cells, neutralize free radicals generated by light exposure and oxidative stress, reduce inflammation in the macula. Did you know? After age 50, macular pigment density, MPOD, begins to decline. This makes the retina 3-5 times more vulnerable to damage, leading to age-related macular degeneration, AMD. And here's something important. Your body cannot produce lutein or zeaxanthin on its own. You either eat them or you lose them. How much should you eat? According to research from the American Academy of Ophthalmology and Geriatric Nutrition Studies, you need 6-10 milligrams of lutein per day to maintain stable macular pigment density in the eyes. 100 g of cooked spinach contains about 12 milligrams of lutein. Cooked kale contains approximately 23 milligrams of lutein plus zeaxanthin. Practical tips for daily meals. Breakfast: 1 fried egg with sautéed spinach. Lunch or dinner: lightly steamed bok choy or Chinese spinach soup. Pair with olive oil, avocado, or egg yolk. These pigments are fat-soluble, so dietary fat helps with absorption. Notes on eating greens for older adults: don't eat them completely raw. Light steaming or quick sautéing helps break down the plant cell walls and makes carotenoids more absorbable. Always pair with healthy fats. Lutein and zeaxanthin dissolve in oil. Eating greens without fat or eggs. Absorption is nearly zero. Don't overcook. Prolonged cooking destroys nutrients. Steam or sauté for only 2-4 minutes. Scientific evidence. The AIDS 2, Age-Related Eye Disease Study 2, by the US National Eye Institute found supplementing with 10 milligrams lutein and 2 milligrams zeaxanthin daily reduced the risk of AMD progression by 25% after 5 years. A study published in Nutrients, 2020, showed just 1 extra cup of dark leafy greens per day increased macular pigment density within 8 weeks. A 2023 review in the Journal of Ophthalmology concluded, proper nutritional intervention can slow or even prevent early-stage AMD progression. In summary, turn greens into natural safety glasses for your eyes. You might not notice a change right away, but deep within your retina, the protective pigment layer is being restored. And every ray of blue light you see, instead of damaging your cells, will pass through a biological filter made possible by leafy greens. Every cup of vegetables, every meal with dark greens, is a message you send to your eyes. I'm still protecting you If you've ever seen blueberries in the supermarket and thought, they're probably just an expensive snack, then you might have overlooked one of the most powerful foods for eye health and anti-aging. To me, blueberries aren't just fruit. They're a sweet remedy for tired retinas. As you enter your 60s and 70s, the blood vessels that nourish the retinal-ready delicate become even more fragile. They are increasingly prone to endothelial inflammation, plasma leakage, microvascular blockages, and even microangiopathy, degeneration of the smallest retinal vessels. The result? Reduced blood flow to the eyes, leading to blurry vision when lighting changes, glare sensitivity in sunlight, sudden blackouts, or darkening of vision when standing up, and over time, irreversible damage to the back of the eye. Fortunately, blueberries are rich in a special group of pigments called anthocyanins, the deep blue-purple compounds that act as natural protectors for your blood vessels. Anthocyanins, the retinal warriors against aging and vascular inflammation. Studies show that anthocyanins from blueberries protect your eyes through 3 key mechanisms. 1. Strengthening blood vessel walls, vascular integrity. O. Helps capillaries resist blood pressure, prevents leakage and retinal swelling. 2. Deep antioxidant activity in retinal epithelial cells. O. Reduces damage from UV light, blue light, and free radicals. 3. Improves microcirculation. O. Reduces eye strain and fatigue during prolonged screen use or reading. A 2019 study in the European Journal of Nutrition found people who consumed 50 to 100 g of blueberries daily for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in retinal circulation and less eye strain during screen use. How much blueberry is enough? 40-60 g per day, about 2-3 tablespoons. Eat them fresh, in smoothies, or mixed with unsweetened yogurt or oatmeal. If fresh is unavailable, use frozen or unsweetened dried varieties. Best choice, wild blueberries. They contain 2-3 times more anthocyanins than conventionally farmed varieties. Avoid blueberry-flavoured drinks loaded with sugar. They do more harm than good. Scientific research highlights 2015. Advances in nutrition. Anthocyanins reduce retinal inflammation, inhibit eye cell damage from high blood sugar, and slow diabetic eye complications. 2021 Nutrients Journal. Seniors who consumed blueberries daily for 3 months showed better retinal function, faster light response, and less eye fatigue during reading. Clinical study in Japan. Supplementing 160 milligrams of blueberry-derived anthocyanins improved night vision and visual recovery time after exposure to bright light. You've probably heard since childhood, carrots are good for your eyes. But no one ever really explained why, right? It's not because they're orange. It's not because they're common vegetables. It's because carrots contain one of the most vital nutrients for preserving your eyesight from within even in the dark. Vitamin A, the light carrier for your eyes. Your eyes cannot see without vitamin A. Let's be clear, vitamin A isn't just another nutrient. It's the raw material for rhodopsin protein in the rod cells of your retina, responsible for vision in low light, a protector of your corneae, transparent front layer of your eye. Without vitamin A, the cornea becomes dry, rough, keratinized, and more prone to damage. That's why vitamin A deficiency often causes dry eyes, watery discharge, night blindness, and loss of vision in the dark. Why are older adults more likely to be deficient in vitamin A? You might think you're eating well, but after age 60, absorption and conversion of vitamin A declines, especially if you have liver issues, digestive problems, or undernutrition. Diets often lack beta-carotene-rich vegetables. Beta-carotene is the plant-based form of vitamin A. Not enough healthy fats in meals. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. If you eat boiled carrots without oil or eggs, your body absorbs almost none. Carrots, the most absorbable source of beta-carotene. Carrots are one of the richest sources of beta-carotene in the root vegetable group. 100 g of cooked carrots contains about 8.3 milligrams of beta-carotene, equivalent to approximately 1,400 mang of vitamin A. What makes carrots special? Beta-carotene is a safe precursor. Your body only converts it into vitamin A when needed. No risk of overdose. Strong antioxidant effects. Helps protect retinal cell membranes from age-related damage. In addition to carrots, other options include pumpkin, orange sweet potatoes, ripe mango, papaya, but carrots remain the most affordable, accessible, low sugar, and easy to eat option. Research insights. WHO World Health Organization. Vitamin A deficiency is the leading cause of preventable blindness in older adults, especially in developing countries. Journal of Nutrition, 2021. People consuming is greater than or equal to 6 milligrams of beta-carotene. They had a 40% lower risk of corneal degeneration and night blindness compared to those consuming 2 milligrams. Tufts University study, USA. Carrot intake improved night vision and mild dry eye, symptoms especially when consumed with vegetable oil. You might be eating eggs every week, but did you know inside the yolk lies a natural shield for your eyes? Asterisk, asterisk. It's not some exotic ingredient. It's not a pricey supplement. It's simply a humble egg. The eye's natural lens, the crystalline lens. Inside your eye is a natural lens called the crystalline lens, located just behind the iris. It works like the lens of a camera, focusing light directly onto your retina so you can see clearly. But after age 55, this lens begins to cloud over due to oxidation from light exposure and aging, lack of antioxidants to fight free radicals, chronic inflammation caused by poor metabolism. This clouding is called cataractand. It leads to light scattering, causing halos around lamps or headlights, faded colours, blurred vision, even in broad daylight. Sadly, most people don't realise that they can slower, even prevent this process just by eating the right foods. Eggs, nature's protective package for your lenses. Eggs, especially egg yolks, contain a powerful combination of eye-supporting nutrients, including nutrient role in eye health, lutein and zeaxanthin key macular pigments, filter blue light, protect the lens from oxidation, vitamin A, precursor, maintains corneal clarity, zinc helps deliver vitamin A to the retina, supports lens transparency, choline and lecithin protect retinal cell membranes, stabilize visual nerve signals, healthy fats essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. Bonus: the lutein and zeaxanthin in eggs are 2-3 times more bioavailable than from vegetables thanks to the natural fats in the yolk. Do eggs raise cholesterol? Multiple studies show that eggs do not significantly raise LDL, bad cholesterol, in most people. The cholesterol in eggs is not fully absorbed, and eggs may even increase HDL, good cholesterol. People with high cholesterol can often safely eat 3-4 eggs per week, depending on their health status and doctor's advice. Important tips: pair eggs with leafy greens. Avoid deep frying or eating them with fatty meats or sausages. What does science say? Harvard study, 2020. People who ate 1 egg per day had 30% higher retinal lutein zeaxanthin levels than those who didn't. Ophthalmology Journal, 2018. Regular egg consumption was linked to a 26% reduced risk of cataract progression in adults over 60. American Geriatric Nutrition Institute. There is no evidence that eating one egg per day harms heart health in healthy older adults. An egg is not just food. For aging eyes, an egg is like a small gem rich in nutrients that help rebuild and protect your natural lens. Every morning you choose to eat an egg, you are laying a brick in the foundation that protects your vision for years to come. You may have experienced this feeling. One dry morning, you open your eyes and feel a burning dryness, like sand in your eyes. Or maybe your eyes start watering for no reason. This isn't just emotion. It's your body sending a message. Your tear film is becoming imbalanced. And surprisingly, what your eyes need most might already be in a spoon of olive oil or a small slice of salmon. Dry eyes, the silent struggle of aging. Dry eye is one of the most common yet most overlooked problems in adults over 60. After age 50-60, the meibomian glands which produce the oily layer that prevents tear evaporation begin to decline. They may become inflamed or clogged. The result? Tears evaporate too quickly. Eyes feel dry, red, burning. Temporary blurriness, eye strain and headaches. Increased risk of infections and unstable vision. The solution isn't in the eye drop bottle. It's on your plate. Olive oil, plant-based anti-inflammatory for your eyes. Extra virgin olive oil is one of the most valuable plant-based fats. It contains oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that reduces inflammation, polyphenols, powerful antioxidants. Vitamin E nourishes eye tissue and protects against retinal degeneration. It also helps your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin A, supports the cornea and rhodopsin production. Vitamin E protects eye cells from oxidative stress. Lutein and zeaxanthin, macular pigments. Clinical interventions in aging, 2016. Older adults who consumed olive oil daily experienced less dry eye symptoms, improved tear stability, and reduced surface inflammation. Omega-3, the eye's natural moisturizer. Think of omega-3s as biological eye moisturizers. These essential fatty acids include EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, concentrated in the retina. How they help? Reduce inflammation in meibomian glands. Increase natural oil secretion, stabilizing the tear film. Prevent water loss from the eye surface. Protect optic nerve cells from degeneration. Omega-3 rich foods. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts. Dry Eye Journal, 2020. People who took 1,000-2,000 milligrams of omega-3 per day for 3 months had 42% fewer dry eye symptoms and reduced reliance on artificial tears. Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2021. Combining omega-3 with olive oil significantly reduced inflammatory eye symptoms within 8 weeks. British Journal of Ophthalmology, 2019. Olive oil boosts lutein absorption, increasing retinal pigment density when consumed with leafy greens. American Academy of Ophthalmology. Proper nutrition can slow or relieve chronic dry eye without medication dependency. Your eyes don't just need to see clearly. They need to feel calm, soft, and stable. And that doesn't come from eye drops. It comes from the oil you cook with, the fish you grill, and the chia seeds you sprinkle into your breakfast. Every drop of healthy fat, every spoon of olive oil, is another drop of healthy tears you're giving back to yourself. I live healthy, people say. I drink strong tea in the morning, read the paper in the sunlight, enjoy a light sandwich. I'm doing just fine. It sounds logical, but this routine may be secretly accelerating retinal and corneal aging after age 60. Let me explain. Sometimes, a small change can protect your eyesight for years to come. What's happening? The macular pigments lutein, zeaxanthin, are thinning, making it harder to filter blue light and UV rays. Your eye lens is aging, scattering more light and damaging the retina. If you read the newspaper outdoors from 8:10 a.m. without sunglasses, that morning sun, though it seems, gently is quietly burning your retina day by day. UVB and high energy visible, HEV, blue light, don't just wrinkle your skin. They also increase your risk of cataracts and macular degeneration. Strong tea and morning coffee, friend or foe? Tea and coffee contain caffeine, which has two sides when it comes to eye health. Benefits: in moderation, increases alertness, mildly improves blood flow. Risks: in excess or at the wrong time, constricts retinal blood vessels, reduces eye oxygen supply, dries out tear glands, worsens dry eye symptoms, raises intraocular pressure in people at risk for glaucoma, impairs absorption of vitamin B1 and B2, essential for optic nerve health. Especially when consumed on an empty stomach, caffeine has a stronger impact on your nervous system and eyes. Korean Journal of Ophthalmology, 2022. Older adults drinking more than 2 cups of coffee day had a 1.6x higher risk of dry eye syndrome than non-coffee drinkers. High-starch breakfast, a hidden burden for your eyes. Do you start your day with white bread, sticky rice, or instant noodles? Refined starches cause rapid blood sugar spikes, pressure shifts in the eye's microvessels, trigger systemic inflammation, lower insulin sensitivity, harming the retina in those at risk of diabetes or metabolic disorders. It's not about eating breakfast. It's about eating the right breakfast for your eyes. Simple switches to protect your eyes. Read the newspaper in indirect light. Wear UV protection sunglasses if sitting outdoors. Drink coffee, tea after a light, fat-containing meal, for example, 1 boiled egg, 1/2 avocado, a few walnuts. A balanced breakfast could be 1 boiled egg, 1 slice of whole grain bread, 1 TSP, olive oil or sautéed greens. Add in the eye-protecting foods we've covered: carrots, eggs, leafy greens, blueberries, fatty fish. Your eyes don't ask for much. They just want you to stop hurting them each morning. With strong sunlight, stimulants too early, or a nutrient-poor breakfast. And once you start to change, your eyes will thank you. Not with words, but with clarity. We've covered 1. Leafy greens, filter blue light, restore the macula. 2. Blueberries, improve microcirculation in the retina. 3. Carrots, supply vitamin A, protect the cornea. 4. Eggs, prevent cataracts, enhance pigment absorption. 5. Olive oil and omega-3, restore tear film, reduce inflammation. 6. Morning routine changes, reduce irritation, boost retinal recovery. All of it is simple, doable, sustainable, and if you truly follow through, your eyes will thank you for the rest of your life. You're not too old to see clearly again. You just have to start today.